Chapter 9. Oliver is released. Oliver and the old gentleman were taken to the office of the magistrate Mr Fang, a thin, hot-tempered man who was in the habit of drinking more than was good for him. The old gentleman bowed and, advancing to the magistrate's desk, put his card on it, saying, "That's my name and address, sir." But the magistrate was in a bad mood. He looked up angrily from the newspaper he was reading. "Who are you?" he asked. The old gentleman pointed with some surprise to the card. "Officer," said Mr Fang, throwing the card contemptuously away, "who is this fellow?" "My name, sir," said the old gentleman, "is Brownlow. Permit me to inquire the name of the magistrate who insults a respectable person while he is supposed to be doing his job." "Officer," said Mr Fang, "what's this fellow charged with?" "He's not charged at all, sir," replied the officer. "He appears against the boy, sir." "Appears against the boy, does he?" said Mr Fang, looking contemptuously at Mr Brownlow from head to foot. "Swear him in." "Before I am sworn in, I must beg to say one word," said Mr Brownlow, "and that is, that I really never, without actual experience, could have believed—" "Hold your tongue, sir," said Mr Fang. "I will not, sir," replied the old gentleman. "Hold your tongue immediately, or I'll have you turned out of the office," said Mr Fang. "Swear this person in," he added to the clerk. Mr Brownlow was very angry, but reflecting that he might injure the boy by expressing his anger, he hid his feelings and agreed to be sworn in. "Now," said Mr Fang, "what's the charge against the boy? What have you got to say, sir?" "I was standing at a bookshop," Mr Brownlow began. "Hold your tongue, sir," said Mr Fang. "Policeman! Where's the policeman? Here, swear this policeman in. Now, policeman, what is this?" The policeman related how he had arrested Oliver, and how he had searched him and found nothing on his person. "Are there any witnesses?" inquired Mr Fang. "None, sir," replied the policeman. Mr Fang was silent for some minutes, and then, turning round angrily to Mr Brownlow, he said, "Do you mean to state your complaint against this boy, or do you not? You have to tell the truth. Now, if you stand there refusing to give evidence, I'll punish you for disrespect to the court." With many interruptions and repeated insults, Mr Brownlow managed to state his case, that, in the surprise of the moment, he had run after the boy because he saw him running away. He begged the magistrate to deal as gently with him as justice would allow. "He has been hurt already," said the old gentleman in conclusion, "and I fear," he added, "that he is ill." "Oh, yes, I dare say," said Mr Fang with a twisted smile. "Come, none of your tricks here, you little devil. They won't do. What's your name?" Oliver tried to reply, but his tongue failed him. He was deadly pale, and the whole place seemed to be turning round and round. The officer, being a kind-hearted man, and seeing that Oliver was too weak and afraid to answer for himself, answered the magistrate's questions, and told him that he thought the boy was really ill. But the magistrate sentenced him to 3 months in prison, with hard labour, and the boy would have been taken away to prison had it not been for the owner of the bookshop, who rushed into the office and at this point advanced towards the bench. "Stop! Stop! Don't take him away! For heaven's sake, stop a moment!" cried the newcomer breathlessly. "What's this? Who is this man? Turn him out!" cried Mr Fang. "I will speak," cried the man. "I will not be turned out. I saw it all. I run the bookshop. I demand to be sworn in." "Swear the man in," growled Mr Fang. "Now, man, What have you got to say?" The bookseller related how he had seen the 3 boys, the prisoner and 2 others, waiting on the opposite side of the road while Mr. Brownlow was reading. He said that the robbery had been committed by another boy, that Oliver had looked completely amazed by it. Having listened to his story, the magistrate ordered the boy to be released and the office to be cleared. A coach was found, and Oliver was laid carefully on one seat. The old gentleman got in and sat on the other, and away the coach drove to Mr. Brownlow's house.